Hi guys, good evening and welcome back to Gradeup. My name is Harshmeet Singh and this is your next live session on the Gradeup IAS YouTube channel. I hope all of you are doing good. And as you know, this is an important term series from Monday to Friday, which happens live at 7:30 a.m. on the weekdays, where I come online to discuss some important terms every single day of the week. Today, we have taken up a term called Nalsa. Nalsa, which stands for National Legal Services Authority of India. Most probably, would have heard of the term Nalsa when you are reading about polity and when you are reading about how the government of India is trying to give free legal aid to the poor people. This is when Nalsa comes into the picture. Nalsa as a body is a statutory body which came into being in 1987, and its work is to spread legal knowledge throughout the country and to make sure that needy people get free legal aid. Good evening to all of you. Those who have just come in once again. Hi Manish, hello Shagufta. Good evening, guys. Those who have just come in, do hit the like button. If you are not subscribed to the Gradeup IAS YouTube channel, abhi tak bhi, so please do subscribe that as well. So again, if you have read Indian polity, maybe on your own, maybe if I have taught you at Gradeup, or maybe if you have been taught by anyone else, I'm sure that you would have heard about this term called Nalsa, National Legal Services Authority of India. Now, as I said, it came into being in 1987. Now, when it came into being in 1987, the purpose was that the government of India wanted to help weaker section of the society with free legal services. As you know, getting a good legal aid or getting a good lawyer is not the cheapest of things in India. Good lawyers cost a lot of money. There's a humongous amount of fees, and many people, unfortunately, in India, don't get justice just because they can't afford a good lawyer. This is when Nalsa came into picture. The concept of having Nalsa was that it would provide free legal aid to the weaker sections of the society. Those who can't afford to have lawyers, they would be given free legal aid by Nalsa. Obviously, they would have some lawyers who would be enrolled by Nalsa, and they would be asked to give free legal aid to the weaker section of the society. This is not the only thing that Nalsa does. Nalsa also has a responsibility to spread legal awareness throughout the country. They hold many legal camps. They also make sure that camps are held in the rural areas to make people aware. Manish is saying, does it only work on paper or on ground too? Manish, it does work on the ground, but not every poor person even knows about Nalsa. The problem is that even to get help from Nalsa at the end of the day, you should know about Nalsa, right? So poor people don't even know about Nalsa, don't even know the fact that they would get a lawyer with the help of Nalsa. So because they don't even know that, there are some cases in which they have been helpful for many people, but I won't say that they are 100% helpful and now no poor person has any problem getting a lawyer. So yes, they are working on ground, but still not achieving their complete aim. The Supreme Court of India first started the National Legal Services Day in 1995. The Act was passed in 1987, but it started to work mainly from 1995. Apart from this, one other thing that NALSA does is organizing Lok Adalats. Again, Lok Adalat is a pretty important topic in your UPSC preparation. You would have heard about Lok Adalat. The concept of Lok Adalat is that you can resolve your cases on ground just by having people come together, let's say a district judge, and people together can negotiate and resolve their cases rather than going to the court. Lok adalats are held once in a few months and it is free of cost. You can go and take your case there free of cost. That is what Lok adalats are. So to organize Lok adalats also is one of the responsibilities that NALSA has been given. Now, the NALSA is headed by the Chief Justice of India. So, whoever becomes the Chief Justice becomes the head of NALSA. And there is also an executive chairman. Whoever is a second senior most judge of the Supreme Court becomes the executive chairman. Just like we have Nalsa at the national level, we also have something called Salsa, not the dance, but the authority at the state level, which is State Legal Services Authority. So at every state, that is at the high court level, we have the SALSA. Similarly, at the district level, we have the District Legal Services Authority. So this entire structure of having a legal services authority who would provide free legal aid to the poor is at different levels. Supreme Court, High Court, District Court, and even beyond that. So as I said, at the district level also, we have the District Legal Services Authority. We also have at many places these authorities even lower than the district level. At each taluk or each mandal, we have legal service authority. So, for example, if you are looking for legal aid when your case is in the Supreme Court, then it is Nalsa that will help you out because it works at the national level. If you're looking for free legal help at the, let's say, state level, at the high court level, then it is the State Legal Services Authority which will give you the help. So on and so forth. This is what Nalsa does. Now, there are, as I said from the beginning, there are multiple objectives of Nalsa. There are multiple aims of Nalsa which they have to fulfill. First, they need to spread legal awareness. They need to make sure that people are aware about their legal rights. They need to make sure that people are aware about what should they do if something wrong has happened to them, how to file a case, can they file a PIL or not, are they eligible for getting free legal aid or not, are they eligible for getting any free legal help. Because one of the problems in India is people are more scared of this system rather than being confident of it. People at all the times avoid going to the judiciary, avoid going to the police from the fear that something wrong will happen. That fear may be true at some times, it may not be true at some times. For example, people fear that I would have to spend a lot of money, that I would not be, let's say, I do not have any powerful people in my contacts, so what will I do? So raising legal awareness is also one of the responsibilities that Nalsa has been provided, which Nalsa has to perform. Apart from this, Nalsa also has to organize Lok Adalats. As I said, these are people's court. The important part is that they provide speedy justice. And once the Lok Adalats give their decision, it cannot be challenged in any court of India. Nalsa also promotes settlement of dispute rather than fighting it in the court. And it also asks for compensation to be given to the victims of serious crimes. All these things are under the jurisdiction of Nalsa. These are the things that the Nalsa is supposed to do. Now, before Nalsa came into being, our Constitution of India itself in part 4 is the Directive Principles. In the Directive Principles of the state policy, one of the pointers is under Article 39A that the government should try and provide free legal aid to the poor and the weaker sections of the society. So, Nalsa again has been given this responsibility. This was always the case with India. India was always told that directive principles of the state policy say that government should try to provide free legal aid to the poor and the weaker section of the society. To fulfill this directive principle only, Nalsa was established. Article 14, Article 22 also make sure that the government provides equality before law, and equality cannot be given unless you all have good lawyers. If someone has a good lawyer, even if he or she has committed a crime, there is a good chance that they will be saved, as compared to someone else who is not guilty but cannot afford a lawyer. No, Manish, Nalsa or local Adalat does not have power of death sentence. They only hear small criminal cases, not the ones that can be punished with death. Now, these are the people who get free legal aid under the Nalsa Act. SC/ST communities, people with disability, women and children, victims of poverty, human trafficking, people under custody, people who are victims of natural disasters, ethnic violence, etc., and people having annual income of less than 1 lakh. These are the people who are eligible under the Nalsa Act to get free legal aid under this act, and they would be offered free legal aid if they are eligible under this particular provision. This is all that you needed to know about Nalsa. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. This brings us to an end of this class. If you're planning to prepare for the IAS examination, you can join the 2022, 23, or 24 foundation courses. The IAS course in total has 500 live interactive sessions, over 500 notes, mock tests, and lot more. With one single Gradeup Super subscription, you can have access to all the running and upcoming courses, structured study plans with day-by-day schedules, expert faculties, best study materials, mock tests, and a lot more. These are your faculty members, all of these experts of their own chosen field, so you can take guidance from all of them. They're all experts, having been in this field for many, many, many. You can also join us on Telegram. Search for this channel name, Gradeup IAS Preparation. You can get a lot of free study material and short notes. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. Download the Gradeup app and stay connected with us. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.